All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. It is going down right now. Super excited. Officially, the Master Collection is here, and we are about to go down the rabbit hole and get into it. A lot to get into, but it's gonna happen right now, and I want y'all to stay tuned. This is Metal Gear Explained by Mad Gamer ISC, and man, oh man, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to this collection. And first of all, I mean, what a dream come true for a lot of hardcore fans. And I'm sure that a lot of the new players will also be inspired by these games. There's a lot of reason to be excited for those two factors. First of all, the hardcore fans are blessed to be able to have next gen or PC ports to all of the games in one place. And it is amazing. Let me just send out a quick tweet. Only one. Go. Yes, I just wanted to make sure I tweeted this. Here we go. So we are officially locked in for the night. And as you can see right here, I'm on the PlayStation 5, right? So we're going to be talking specifically about the PlayStation 5. I did get some comments about the PC ports from some people. We're going to discuss that, and then we'll continue to develop these conversations throughout the night as we go. So if you're just tuning in and you're somebody who joined me wanting to be a part of the giveaway, we still have that going on. Just go to the channel and you can see the information. But this stream is dedicated to Master Collection, just getting to see what it has to offer and sharing the experience as we go. Okay, the Master Collection has 7 games and a bunch of bonus content. We're going to get into the bonus content right away. Is this the easiest thing to kind of check out? And there's a lot to discuss within that. We could literally do a whole stream on that. I'm going to have some videos breaking some of this down and trying to guide people to enjoy themselves as we proceed. But it should be a fun ride, to say the least. Right, and I'm just checking out, making sure that I got everything situated on my stream here. And looks good to me. We're good to go. Okay. All right, so let me get one more quick thing, and then we're gonna get into it. Go into the menu, guys. Check some of this stuff out. Let's see it for yourself. We're gonna start off with part 3. Why not? Snake Eater, probably one of the biggest classics in the series. Give me 1 second, I'll be right. All right, here we go. So first and foremost, I'm loving the visuals. Got to decide where I'm going to put this logo, the left or the right, guys. Haven't made a choice yet. But I'm loving this right here. This screen alone is lovely. And here we are. This is important to get into. Every game has these right here. The main 3. The master book has extensive content as well as the screenplay. I took a quick look. Didn't go down a rabbit hole yet of all of this, and we will. But I just wanted to start off by saying this is a lot. You're gonna get the full game experience as well. These are the HD editions, right? Let's go into the master book for a second. This is going to be spoiler heavy, of course, revealing characters and all that good stuff. It's a lot. First of all, there's over 100 plus pages in this thing, and for somebody who wants to dive into the series, I recommend checking this out. So this is the first page, as you can see here. Just the booklet, basically. Digital documents of Metal Gear Archive. File 3, aka Metal Gear Solid 3. Right? And when you go into this, it's giving you a brief history of this series. And we're not going to go through it all. I just wanted to skim through some of it and discuss what it's offering. So that is huge. Okay. Somebody like me, I'm going to read through all this, and I'm not doing it tonight because we'll be here all night going through all these master books. And I didn't want to do that for the stream. I'm trying to offer you guys the summary of the content and the context, and to see what it's bringing to the table for newcomers, for hardcore players, for casuals. Everybody can eat here, in my opinion. This is for the hardcore players, but imagine if you were somebody who just wanted to get into the series, and instead of just playing the games, you can read through all this and really get deep into some of the lore. It literally has details from Metal Gear Solid, the original 2 Metal Gear games, and then Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, 4, Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. Those are the 9 true chronological Metal Gear experiences. In my opinion, that's what they always been. And that's something that Kojima himself said. And basically Konami's confirming that, respecting Kojima's legacy. Then they have others. Others are the NES version, the Metal Gear game, and then the Snake's Revenge. Kojima has also said that he thought Snake's Revenge was okay. You know, he doesn't really talk bad, of course, during the time he was with the company about any spin-offs that he wasn't involved with. He always shows respect. But that was one there that he talked about. And you have Acid 1 and 2. You have Portable Ops, Rising, Survive. And those are like the core essence of some of the spin-offs, and of course the graphic novels. Right? So that's a generalization of the experience here. And you can read through all this, kind of get a feel for what the game is offering. I like that. I like it a lot. I can imagine if I wasn't a fan and I just was like, let me read this real quick, see what this is about, see what the hype is, and then just get into like, oh, this sounds interesting. Then they have the world of Metal Gear and how it ties into ours. Okay. So then the events and the narratives, heightening the game's realism, following combined timeline of events in the game with the real world, breaking down key words. Right. So then they go through all the process of like when the boss was born, and Les Enfants Terribles, which is the project that made Solid Snake and Liquid and all of the good old Snake's brothers. Just very cool stuff there. And then step by step, they take you through each character, close look into their lives a bit, and giving you a small timeline and window of who they are, what they've been through. And this is ridiculously awesome. Like, we literally have to go through all this. We're gonna have ourselves one of those nerding out moments, and this is something I appreciate. I really do. I really appreciate that. Then we get into the story, and this is something, as you guys know, this channel is based off of offering explanations of the story and so much more. Okay, so we're gonna get into all that. For anybody asking about the giveaway, I just put up a post on the community. We're extending it. It was supposed to be today. Started streaming very late and I haven't got to even play this game yet, the series yet. We're gonna get into all of this as we go forward. So stick around. But basically, we're extending it until Friday, and then we can start announcing the winner. The reason I did that was because I haven't been posting much lately, and I haven't had the time to play this yet. So I wanted to take a couple days just playing, giving people another chance to enter, and then we're gonna go and select the winner when we get to Friday. Just a small extension for people who hit me up on social media and different platforms like, hey, I didn't know you were doing a giveaway. Want everybody to get a chance. All right, so, and by the way, the giveaway is a copy of this. But check this out, the world of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. All right, so this is where the story and everything goes down a rabbit hole. And this is me right here. Like, this story is so deep. There's so many layers to it. And this game is trying to break it down for us, breaking down the character details, giving us information on all the bosses, for example. Every character, every key character is in here. And I absolutely love that. And I think that, you know, we're going to have ourselves a really good time when we get a moment to play this as we go forward. But we're not going to go through all that. I just wanted to say it just so you guys can know. And this right here is another little bit of a Kojima concept, right? He has this part 3 as scenes. We did genes, we did memes, and then we do scenes. You need to read this over the course of a day for sure, and I agree. And that's what I was explaining. I'm not going to go through it all on stream. It's way too much. I just want to summarize some of it and give people a feel of what to expect. I personally haven't read it all yet myself. I skimmed through some of it just to get a feel for what was in here. But yeah, for sure, something very cool. If you're just getting into the series, I could imagine that this will make you dive down the rabbit hole into this even more than ever, in my opinion, you know. So then you got commentary here about real life events, and this is one of the best things that Metal Gear has done throughout the years. They take real life events and they'll basically recreate them for the story of Metal Gear, and they're pretty much integrated into the storyline of what you're doing as a player. And that just always added layers for me. And this is one of the reasons why Metal Gear pulled me in. As a kid who grew up in New York City, wasn't thinking about anything. You know, I wasn't really thinking of political things. I wasn't thinking of military or society. I was just trying to survive New York City. And this game made me realize there's a lot going on out there in the world. And it made me look into the world and see what's out there. So this political stuff is very historical evidence and stuff that they've put into the game to make it feel even more real. I love that about it. Then of course they're talking about CQC, they're talking about the characters, events that happen, how it all ties together. Very cool stuff. Go all the way from, you know, Snake Eater all the way down to Phantom Pain or Peace Walker, all the very cool games that we got, how it all ties together. You can see on the top right there, the CQC down the line. You can see how it goes from the boss. You got Ocelot and Eli. You got Solid Snake and Johnny. You have Old Snake and Liquid Ocelot going at it with CQC as the foundation. So, generation after generation, we got all the good stuff. But yeah, so these are the type of things that I think are special and are very unique. And I just wanted to kind of point it out about one of the books, one of the many books. Okay, this is just for Metal Gear Solid 3, and we're not going to read all of this, and I'm not going to go through all of it today. We will be here all night, guys. I promise. Look at, I'm on page 80 plus. All right, and then now here we go. This is clutch. Okay, I was just on the phone with my cousin Cloudy Chip. I absolutely love and adore him. He's a brother to me. He was telling me, hey man, you're gonna platinum this game, and I'm like, I've already platinumed it on multiple accounts. I think I will. I'm gonna see. Nah, I told him I'm definitely gonna be doing it. I said, but man, I never used a guide. I never had a chance. I went through a lot just to get these frogs. And he's like, the frogs? What do you mean the frogs? Like keratins. And he's like, I don't know what that is. So he doesn't know what it is. Totally get it, right? But guess what? This is what they are, all right? And there's a lot of them. Too many of them. 64 of them hidden throughout the game. And this is my first time looking at a guide for this. And here it is. And that is a good question. Can you platinum each game? We're going to take a pause from what I'm doing here and check it out. You can definitely platinum Snake Eater. Right here, you see the platinum. Okay. And then you can possibly, let's see, the original Snake Eater. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2. Yes, you can platinum that. And then you got Metal Gear Solid Part 1. You can platinum that. And then these two, I don't know. I've never platinumed these, but we're going to see if this has some trophies. And it does. Oh my goodness. I've never platinumed these. Actually, never platinumed these. These are the only games in Metal Gear, like the main core 9 games, that I've never platinumed. Who knows? We'll probably jump in there and do this as well, guys. But yeah, this is new. I might spoil it. I mean, if you guys don't mind, let's just see. All of these trophies are hidden. Complete boss survival, Metal Gear Solid 2. Let's see. We're going to be doing it. You didn't start the fire. Destroy the Metal Gear. These are pretty basic. Defeat Gray Fox. These are basic. These are not spoiler. I mean, come on, guys. This game is like 1,000 years old. You're ancient. You're ancient. It's an ancient game, so don't get mad at me for checking out these trophies. Just don't watch or don't listen for at least 30 seconds more. Complete boss survival for Part 1. Beat the Metal Gear in Part 2. Okay, these are basic. Let's just play the game, you know? Most of these are like just beat the game, beat the Metal Gear, beat the boss. Yeah, those are doable. Start Metal Gear Solid 2, start Metal Gear. Yeah, this is the easiest trophy in existence. Just beat the game and fight all the bosses. This is an easy platinum, guys. There you go. You got a free platinum. That's like a giveaway. Thank you. I'll take it. I can't get mad at that. That's a fun, quick, simple one where you just play through the game and you're done. You have to beat both games in order to get the platinum, though. We'll come back to that in a minute. We're going to look at all this content. I'm not going to stay here long. All right. I'm sorry that I'm taking long on this book. But this right here is what I wanted to talk about. You actually have the maps for each of the gecko. I call them gecko. I don't care what anybody says. Americans. These guys are tough to get when you don't have this. The first time I played this game, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how many there were. And I was going through it, struggling, stopping in every corner, crouching, getting back up, looking on the roof, looking on the floor. And now we have an actual guide for every single frog in the game. This is crazy. All right. This is crazy. And that's it. Thank you so much. 64 collectibles with this. This is going to be the hardest trophy for me. I can do the speed run and get the game beat in under 5 hours. I can do the no kills, the no deaths, no alerts. I can do all that. This is the hard part for me. I'll be honest with you guys. This has always been the hardest part for me. So that is a great book, and that's the master book. And then there's the screenplay. We're not going to spend no time on here because this is going to be a long one. But as you can see, the screenplay for the storyline of the game. And I don't even know how many pages is this. We're just going all the way to the end, guys. Hope y'all don't mind. Look at this. Over 130, 40, 50. We're just getting started. Like, we're not even there. We're not even there. We're gonna be here all night. I won't be able to make it to the end. So this is awesome as well because I like some of this. This can be useful. So we might get all this uploaded for you guys so you guys can have it on the internet. We'll see. All right, so there goes that. And this is for Metal Gear Solid 3 alone. Okay. On top of that, what is downloadable? No, I already downloaded that. Oh no. And then if I go to games, there's 3 versions. I downloaded the Japanese version. I'm gonna play this in Japanese. You guys ever seen me before in the past? I played it in Japanese. I always loved the difference, you know, in some of the speaking and trying to learn a little Japanese, so it's nice. We're gonna go in here. We're not gonna start it officially. We just want to go in and check it out for a second. I'll come back to this game before the stream ends. We'll probably start playing this game in a little while. Just wanted to go into the main area. All right, so you're gonna get the HD Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater game. That's what you're getting, all right, with this package. And it's the Blue Point games, if you remember. So it's top tier stuff, high quality content, and you just load on in and you play the game. You got some specials. We're not going to go through any of that. I just wanted to show y'all that to start off. All right, we're going to go into part 2 and part 1, or the 2 original ones. Let me know which one you want to see next. I'm going to take a moment and look at the bonus content while I wait for you guys to say that. We're not going to watch this either, and we're not going to be here another 5 hours watching this. This is a lot of content. And right now it's more just a preview, giving you the full rundown. You can see what comes with this. So first of all, these are just extra games. These are not official canon, but they were extra games made outside of Kojima. And you can play those, of course. The videos, this is very cool. I might just go in here for a second. These are amazing graphic novels. Very awesome art, in my opinion. Personally loved everything in here. I'm trying to skip ahead. Did I skip ahead? There you go. Digital graphic novel. By the way, stick around because we are going to play the game. I'm just taking a quick minute. I'm going to skip a little bit. You guys should know all this by heart. Look at this.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You a lucky snake. We will meet again. Hey, you! Stop right there! Are you with the terrorists or against them? Who are you?
I'm like you. I have no name.
That exoskeleton! What's going on?
I am tortured. Only battle will cleanse me.
All right, enough of that. But that is the graphic novel, and there's 2 of them here for part 1 and part 2. And then you have the digital soundtrack. I'm a musician myself. I still make a lot of music privately, but right here you got all the goodies. I'm not gonna play them, but you got all the goodies here. 23 tracks in the Metal Gear series. That's it. That's some extra bonus content. But now let's just make believe somebody wanted to see what part 2 looked like, because this is a very, very heavy duty cult classic. I always wondered why they call it cult classic. You know, cult sounds terrible. Cultural classic sounds better. But part 2 had the existential crisis with Raiden. That was very interesting. As you can see right here, the same exact thing, but a different version of it. The Master Book. We're gonna go into the master book once again. This is the Metal Gear Solid 2 version of it, and we're not gonna spend the whole day in here, but as you can see, they break down the series and they explain different things within the series. And then of course, after that, they go into specific things about real life, real world. September 11th happened, all this stuff, and how it all connects to the game, giving you more stories about the characters. Then they give you the story of the game, which is heavy spoilers here, of course. You get to see pretty much every character that shows up. And this is amazing. And this is amazing here. You can really dive down a rabbit hole, each character, kind of get familiar with them in another way. So if you beat the game and you rewatch this, that is incredible. And here goes the explanation, right? MGS2 and a new challenge, right? Creating new models, doing new things. Third world dimension, expanding the freedom. This is one of my favorite things for part 2. A lot of people don't realize they really were studying these top tier military veterans, and that's why you see in this game they're like really took the actual SWAT style of play and gave us way more tactical. Like they're like on each other's hip or on each other's shoulder, moving together in sync and having riot shields and vests and just being very deadly out there. And I thought that was incredible for a game that's so new and so young, at the time when it came out. But yeah, these are the amazing details for part 2. Part 2 is incredible. It has so many layers to it. And then they also break down some mechanical things and why they did what they did and the reasons they had it the way they did, which I love. And of course, these quotes are fire, in my opinion. All right, let's just read a couple real quick. It kept you waiting, huh? We know what that is. What's going on, Regis? Nice to see you. The second one is building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing. That's a powerful, deep message. Like this game has a lot of those type of things. So absolutely very cool to check out. Classic lines. And you could just go down a rabbit hole through that. And then there's secret elements. And this is crazy right here. Think about this, right? Let's say you never played this game and you're like, oh, this is so fun. It's so creative. They have a lot of different ways to do things and unique. And it's not just like another run and gun game. They have variety. And so it's like, great. But you beat it already. And you're like, let me play it again. Before you play it, you start reading this. You start hearing the little Easter eggs and the tips. It's so much layers to it, that you can learn from all of this. A lot of tips. And then they have the guide, and this is one that I wish I had when I was younger. When this came out, I was fairly young, and I was playing it without all these guides, and I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying. And the dog tags is one of those things you got to get used to, how to capture the enemies and get their dog tags. And right here, this is the first time I'm seeing it, but I guess they detailing where the dog tags are on the map. So you can collect every dog tag. And right here, for example, the plant chapter, you had the original chapter, which is the tanker with Snake, Solid Snake. And then you had the plant, which was Raiden's. And I absolutely gonna try to use this. I don't know if I'll do any good with it. I'm kind of more of like the hands-on guy. But these guys are top tier. Makes your life easier. And there you go. That's just for part 2. I'm curious what part 3 has. And then of course the screenplay, we're not gonna go through it all. But this is very cool to be able to have it. All right, last but not least, we're going into what started it all when it comes to story, cinematics, voice actors. This game pioneered the future. So I want to kind of discuss it and get into more of it. So, the original game that started all the cinematics. This is one I can't wait to read first. I'll probably read this one first. The reason why is if they have storylines on everything that they were doing at that time, because it was a lot. All right, we're gonna skip through that. Metal Gear Solid, here goes. The first 3D entry in the series added height and depth to stealth. Okay. They dig it. There we go. And then there's more events. We know about that. We kind of know about all these characters. And here it is. The story starts here. Story of part 1. So, how deep does the rabbit hole go? Let's check it out. So, the overall story, you have the new infiltration mission and fateful fight between the two snakes. There's a storyline. We're not going to go through the whole storyline. I don't want to spoil it for newcomers. Solid Snake, Marrow, Otacon, Roy Campbell, legendary characters, and they're all in here detailing them personally. And then goes the explanation. The genes, MGS left behind. And that's where it gets into features oriented, different camera modes, the radar showing the field of vision. That was a cool feature. You got 2D, you got 3D, the change of 4 camera modes, implementation of cinematic camera work. Absolutely. You can see on the right there the cinematics of some of the aspects. The adoption of real-time rendering. I love that they did that. Kodak, expanding Kodak. Familiar changes in production. Special items. Post-credit conversations. Nuclear weapons and the Metal Gear series. And this is a big one for Kojima. He's always tried to send a message of anti-war. Nuclear wars, the World War, and nuclear deterrence. All right, so we're gonna speed through some of this because it's about the characters and that's kind of spoilerish. Whoever didn't play this, I mean, you gotta go play. I'm gonna skip through, see what they have on the end outside of the characters and the storyline of what's happening. Here we go. More quotes. I like it. This game has some of my favorite. Infinite ammo was my number 1. When he's talking to Raiden. Like infinite ammo. Absolutely. Hidden elements. And here goes more sneaker tips and tricks. Something that I'm definitely going to be looking into. And here goes the ghost photo guide. Now this is another one. Not a big deal, but you could find some photos. There you go. I just wanted to check that. I hope y'all don't mind me being a nerd about it very quick. Screenplays as well. Another big factor. Absolute genius stuff by them. And check this out. You don't only get to play Metal Gear Solid. You get to play the VR missions, special missions, and the Integral. There's been a conversation years ago when Integral came out about, do you really want to play the original or do you want to try Integral? Integral's upgraded supposedly. There's a lot of new things within it. But I also feel like you can be just fine by playing the original. So that's just me. But what do y'all think? And I don't know if y'all ever tried these VR missions. They're pretty cool, if you ask me. One of my favorite things was this. It's like, wow, what is this? It was a whole different game. So there's that. And I think we pretty much touched everything except these older grandma game that for you guys who are into the retro life. All right, here we go. So these are super retro, like to the point where even I didn't play these as much. Every Metal Gear game I played 5 to 10 times each. I think Peace Walker is the only one I beat like twice. Most of them I beat. Most of the main storyline ones I beat. The original 9 storyline based games. But these are very, very old, and they're harder to get into because you don't have the cutscenes or the gameplay is not modernized. But yeah, so let's just dive into it for a second. It is a cool concept and it's a great game for its time. And with all the characters, I'm absolutely loving this feature right here. It's so cool. And that's it. It's a small guide. I like it like that. I was thinking I had to read 1,000 books, but check this. Let's look at this quick breakdown of the story. See how long it takes. Oh, we did part 1, 50 pages. See how part 2 does compared to this. Like I said, these are games that didn't have a lot of cinematics, a lot of commentary. There you go. There you go, folks. Perfect. All right, so what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna actually go into Snake Eater. I'm about to get started in just a second. Just give me a moment. What we're gonna do is not do my official run just yet, but I'm gonna do like a warm-up run. I like to do these to kind of get back into the games when I haven't played them in a while. I haven't played this in like a year. I believe it was a year. You know, it's always good to kind of stay warm with these type of games. But I'm gonna be right back. Don't go nowhere. Lock in. I'm actually pretty excited about platinuming these again. It's gonna be my holiday gift to myself. It's gonna be my chill out grind game. Just in time for the holidays. So this was such a cool feature when I was first playing this game. You can change the color of the menu just by messing around with the controllers. You can change the zoom in, zoom out. I would say. See all this right here? Pretty dope. Silly stuff. Nothing major, but in the early 2000s. Can't get no better. Before I get started, do I have anything in here? No. No, we're good. Already. Okay, so the thing is, I can't pull up the menu. What's going on, Neo Supreme? I mean, Supernova. Hope you're doing well. I was just about to say that I wanted to pull up the master book while I'm in a game. I don't know if they allow that. I'll figure something out. Hope you're doing well. Are you excited for this? I just did a quick preview of all the content. Just wanted to give everybody a chance to just look through what you get out of this. And then you see if it's worth it for you, right? Like, is it worth it? Is the question. Let's go to the product. For 60 bucks, you're getting everything that I just talked about. 7 games, first of all, on whatever platform you're on, your Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, all that. And so far, the little bit I got to try felt good. Right now, today is going to be the official play of part 3 from this HD collection. This is the HD collection, basically. But calling it the Master Collection because you're getting it all as one big package. Said you are excited? You looking forward to the remake? Yeah, me too, man. I'm super excited about that. All right, so we're gonna go in here. I am gonna cut some of the commentaries. I want to kind of keep my commentary instead of theirs. How about that? Want to do that? What are you most excited when it comes to this collection? Because you can buy each game separately as well. So anybody watching, let me know what your thoughts are. Like, hey, I just want number 3. Right? Let's just say you want a number 3. How much does that cost? 20 bucks to buy Snake Eater on whatever platform you're getting it. Mine would be the PlayStation 5, right? So, and then part 2 is another 20 bucks, and then you're gonna get Solid Snake and the 2 originals. So they bundle up 3 games for 20 bucks on this. Or you could just pay 60 and have it all. So it's your choice. Personally, the whole package, since I'm a fanboy, you know how they try to talk bad about fanboys? Hey, fanboy's a good thing. Fanboy for my family, fanboy for my lover, fanboy for life. All right, here we go. So, hey, by the way, if y'all didn't know, you can get different items depending on which one you pick. I picked part 3 because it gives you the mask. I mean, the face paint. It just makes life easier. We're not doing a trophy run right today. We're not doing like a speed run either. So we're not going to go with European Extreme. Normally, I'll do European Extreme. Right? If we want to do a trophy run or something, but we're not going for any trophies. We're not doing any of that. We're just here to relax and play the game. So Nova said these games are fantastic. Money well spent. I totally agree. I totally agree with you, brother.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two.
Oh, I wanted to
East
talk
and
about
West.
this.
This
So
marked the beginning of the era
I might
called the
actually
Cold
mute
War.
the actual the audio and just talk over it for a little while. If you guys don't mind. So we're gonna watch this cutscene and I want to just talk about it. When this game released, 9/11 already happened. And there was a Cold War happening somewhat out there. And America was involved and other countries as well. But the principle is this game kind of is political. So it had all those, you know, references in there. And even Snake invading another country when he's not supposed to be out there. And he's getting sent on this suicide mission, basically. They didn't think he could make it because he wasn't like some top tier, best in class soldier. They just threw him in there because he was expendable. And he comes out victorious, supposedly, right? We'll find out later. But that's how this mission started. And these guys weren't best friends, right? Zero and Paramedic and all of those characters weren't best friends. They got stuck together and they ended up working through this mission together. But that changed the history of the series because this group that you see throughout this game that comes together, they end up being the focal point of the whole series. So it's one of the most pivotal scenarios. But it all relates to America invading another country as well. So it's a little bit of a commentary on that. And then you have Snake here, who's just a badass. He don't care about nothing. And he's relentless. Like, it is what it is. He's about to do the most historical. He's literally doing the most historical jump. Nobody's ever done a Halo jump before. And this is a shot at the game Halo. Because remember, PlayStation and Metal Gear were exclusive at the time of the release. So for him to call this a Halo jump and all this extra stuff, they're taking shots. Kojima always used to do that, whether it's Square Enix or whatever. And so let's listen to this.
Books, the world's first Halo jump. 10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
And that, my friends, what an intro.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau. one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov, isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine...
All right, we're going to skip this because this isn't a full playthrough, guys.
After
Apologies.
Gagarin's flight,
But
Sokolov left.
it's explaining about an important scientist that they needed. In America at that time, right? America were invading for oil. Some other countries I'm not going to name, but they were invading. And, you know, this race for superiority and power. So this whole segment here is explaining that, but it's in its own way. And all of the terrible things that happened in 9/11, and you know, it just, you know, a good commentary about how that all took place. But we're gonna skip through and get back to the cutscenes.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Yeah, Halo jump for sure does mean that, but he always takes shots. If you ever knew about the reason why Solid, the whole thing about Square Enix, there's like a lot of little stuff Kojima always kind of throws in, and it's not just Kojima; it's the staff. They used to do a lot of subliminal messages for the hell of it. Adding extra layers to like everything. And tell me this intro wasn't amazing. This was a very cool. Shout out to David Hayter, the greatest voice actor to exist. Hey, here's a question for the chat. If somebody really knows, can you tell me where all the Keratons are, aka the little froggy
Do you
gecko.
copy?
Gecko.
You're already in enemy territory.
And I'm gonna skip all this, guys. They're trying to tell him to get his book back. Okay. All right, so we're gonna take a pause. Take a look at the view of a early 2000s video game. This was phenomenal at the time, right? I mean, we got next gen consoles, 4K games, but when this released, this was like, wow. And then there was things like that I'll showcase here when with your knife. Where is it? Can't hit it. I'll figure it out later. Let's go up this way. So where is the first one? I know he's in this area somewhere. I'm gonna go up to the top. I believe he's up here somewhere. But I can't hit him with the knife. I have to get... Look at him right here. You see these guys? These little bastards. When I was younger, trying to figure this game out, I went through so much to find all of them. I'm talking about like 20 saves type of thing. Look at him right there. You see the little green goblin? That dude right there tortured my life. It was pretty difficult for a rookie like me at that time. I feel like I know where a good amount of them are, but I'm sure we'll all forget at least a few. Am I alone though? Like, am I the only one that went through all that trouble? I didn't have Google at that time. I don't even think Google existed.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
I'm gonna skip through this. You call them geckos? Yeah, they're called keratons, but I call them geckos too. Just you know, the nickname. We're gonna head over here. So check this stuff out. Oh, hold on. Doing it wrong. So just little environment things that are modern nowadays. At the time, they weren't. Being able to... Can't even reach. Wait, what? There it is. You see how I cut the wood also? Let me pick this up. If you look on the floor where I was just sitting, see all the little sketch marks from my knife? This stuff might seem really small, like, dude, you're exaggerating. At the time, was next level. No games were doing that type of detail. Like, it wasn't that much detail. Right now, we're just casually playing. We're not trying to do a speed run. We just want to chill and talk about the game. If you see anything or you remember anything fun, for example, there's a snake there. I grabbed it. If you remember anything, any little thing, right? Just name it, call it out. I'm here to just chill out for a little while, feel the game out. I want to see how it performs, you know? Like, is it going to stutter or have some braking mechanic that's like, oh, man. Just so I can be sure to tell people, yeah, it's working fine on the PlayStation 5. But if you can share a very cool tip, that's the only gecko slash keratin that I could see. The hardest ones are during the bike chase. Yeah, man, you got to save the game, like 20 saves just to get them all, because every section you go to, there's like one or two. And you don't, you know, it's not easy to find them. It can get very difficult. Like this section, I know for a fact there's one, but it's during or after these alligators. So for everybody out here, there's some alligators. There's one right there. But there's an item I want right here. Some Beetlejuice, a must-have. It's a very useful tool in this game. You think I can one-shot this guy? Y'all ready? Oh. Ah. Hardest ones during the bar chase. Yeah, man. You tell, dude, you're bringing me flat. I think I'm traumatized. The bike chase. Sheesh. It's a lot. I'm not gonna kill all of these guys. I just wanted to. I kind of remember. There you go. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. You're bringing back the memories. It's been a while. I haven't trophied this in years, so it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm gonna do it, I need hardcore reminders, and I don't want to go through Googling it, but having somebody to remind me of some stuff. First of all, I know for a fact I gotta save it in a bunch of sections. Where's this frog at? Little bastard. Oh man, alligators, leave me alone. Where are you? It's not in here, huh? I don't think it's here. We're gonna go to the next section. By the way, the reason I'm going slow is I'm looking for these frogs. We're not doing a trophy today. Literally, I'm not even trying. But I would like to see... There goes one. See a couple more frogs before we continue. Look at them right there, guys. Yeah, little froggy. So what you're supposed to do is shoot these guys. So I'm going to waste some of my bullets here. And he makes a noise. And then you got to hit all 64 to complete for the trophy. It's like a collectible. So you got to just shoot them to collect it. So we got that one. We're moving on. And I actually know where the next one is. This is the hardest one for me to remember every piece. They move on to the area where you go into OSC. Hey man, Nova, I'm gonna need you when I do my platinum. I'll probably do it soon because there's not a lot of new games coming out. I got the Spider-Man 2 finish, and I'm looking to run these games soon. I have other games in between, but all the big titles I pretty much finished.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission.
Stealth.
Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Wait, we're skipping this. I forgot. All right, here we go. So this mission, what I used to do was come over here. This is back when I was doing like do not get seen missions. I want him to see. Oh, this isn't on. This isn't on. I forgot. I don't have it on. I don't have it on European difficulty. On European difficulty, he would have saw me a long time ago, and I would have been able to sneak up on him. But right now, I might as well just slam him. Can run up to him and slam him. Look, boom. There's a small window of when you can run up to somebody and slam them. It has to be as they, you know, they can't see you at first and you just start running. If you're good enough, you'll be able to make it work. Hey, Reese, what's going on, brother? You've been reading the Master Collection information, or what are you talking about? You can use them to distract enemies. I don't think it's back here. This is where the SVD is at, sniper. We don't really need it. Just so everybody knows, you don't get these weapons for the game. Basically, you're going to lose everything. Try to remember the bases of CQC. Exactly. I got the plat on the HD collection. Looking forward to grabbing it again. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, I'm not doing that today, but I just want to kind of get a little feel for it. I don't see the gecko. He's got to be on the next section. Next area, because this is one big area. He's over here next to the tree, isn't he? Kind of remember. Somebody just saw me? Yep, he saw me. I'd have to shoot that guy.
Who's that?
No!
Radio, need backup.
There goes that. Not up here. I tried to do a little trickery. I could have done it if I wouldn't have hesitated. Calm down. Where's his buddies at? There he is. Come on over. TQC only. Where y'all at? They're gone. All right, so let's look for this one more. Ah, you was reading the info? I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Hey, come over here. Y'all ain't gonna be shooting me. Come on over, buddy. Should I throw a rock at him? Sorry about that, Regis. Oh, wrong button. That's what I meant to do. Where you going, buddy? He actually got me? That's how you feel? Hey, where's the gecko? This mission went bad. Come on, come on. We're gonna have to do like a who knows more stream. The gecko's around here. I don't remember him being. Oh, look at him right there. Yeah. There it is right there. Pretty silly. Uh-oh. Somebody just woke up.
Patrol here.
I gotta get out of here.
Who's that?
You're dead. This is how you ruin a run. This ain't even a real run, but we're just looking for the gecko right now. This part is fun. There's multiple ways. I would save it right here and just to show you guys the multiple ways. Let's see if it lets me save in this specific section. This ain't gonna be a real save. I'm just doing it for the heck of it.
Okay, good luck.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. You know what? I'm used to pressing circle. I know this sounds crazy. I'm used to pressing circle on Metal Gear games. It's just a bad habit. I'm gonna save it because I want to just show y'all a couple of tricks. All right, so the first trick is the easiest trick on how to actually beat this. Whoa, I hit the wrong button. Y'all ready to see the trick? So the first trick is, for everybody that doesn't know, I'm sure some of you do. You come over here and you shoot this beehive. It's right up here. That makes him and the three guys run off. Right? And that's not what we want, but that's what you could do. And then you just be able to go all the way through, not even worry about them. And it makes life easier. You cut through here. Now the trick is to stop at this bridge. You want to stop at this edge and you want to jump off and die. I'm just playing. You don't want to die. You just want to jump off and press triangle when you get here so you can get back up. And then you're going to collect all the goodies right here. So this is more of a terrible walkthrough where I'm not like doing full stealth, but this is one way to not get seen and to make it easy for yourself. There's a guy right up here though. So when you get this, you want to walk a little slow, see where he is. Oh, he's left. Okay. That's it. We're done. And then we can get out of there. All right, but we're going to redo this. I don't know if it lets me load through here. This is pretty much the original. There is another gecko here. That's very true. Thank you very much, Nova. The gecko on this one, he is actually, oh man, I'm trying to remember. He's actually in the beginning of the bridge, so we can get him in a second. I'll show you guys right now where he is. So I'm restarting it. I saved it only just to show you guys this. Again, this isn't a real walkthrough, and I will do a guide and stuff. It's been a long time, but I remember some of it. I would have to just play through the game once, like I'm doing now, and test everything, figure things out. So for this one, what I used to do in the old days, there's a couple ways to go about it, but where is it? Let's just throw something, right? I'm just gonna use this. Just a random way to do this. There's a guard right in front of me. If I'm playing on European, it's very difficult to get past all those guys. So what I used to do, I used to throw something. Let's just say I throw this. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. That didn't work. What a rookie. I used to do it without shooting anybody. So all my methods in a while. Let's go with another. Yeah, I messed this whole thing up, by the way. Messed this whole thing up. Look at the gecko right there, by the way. Look at it right there. Hit that. Get up. Fall this way. I could just shoot these guys too, by the way. Oh no. I'm in trouble, guys. This is a terrible run. Hey, thank you for coming through, Regis. Oh, that didn't work. So the original form was I would throw something, he would run to the right, I'll slam him down. And then those two guys would come. And the way it works, there's a little mechanic here. Dude, I'm busy right now. So there's a mechanic where if somebody sees a dead body, they won't hear you as much and they'll run to the dead body. And you kind of got a moment to sneak up behind them. See my little sneakiness. That's not what I was talking about, but that's just an example. So yeah, the frog is up here. We got all the frogs in the beginning of the game, which is nice. I think the next one is all the way in the back where Sokolov, the left side of where Sokolov is. Okay, that's an example. The original way I didn't do it properly. I'm not going to reload this, guys. We're not officially playing. But then you go there, then you just run through here. You'll be all set. You do the same thing I did earlier. Dropping down to grab this stuff down here, which we're not doing. It's not that deep. It really isn't. You don't keep anything that you get in this. Good to have, but there you go. And then this is the next part where the enemies, where you encounter the. Hey, no, but thank you for coming through, man. Hope you have a great day, great night. Appreciate you for your information, for your help, and your guidance. I'm not doing a walkthrough today. It's just casually, just kind of showcasing some of the mechanics of the game, the core things for like trophy related, some of the trophy related things.
I can't see Sokolov.
Hitting R1 all the time. I mean, like literally, I could sit right here where I'm at. Check this out, guys. I'm gonna show y'all a trophy. Let's see if I already got a trophy. As a matter of fact, look, I probably did. See, Prince Charming, got one. And now I'm gonna do the other one. Where is it? I don't think I can do it in here. Could I? Yeah, I can. Oh, I can't. I don't remember how to do it. How do you spin someone? Nope. What a rookie. Memory is vague. Oh, wait, here it is. And this poor guy. We just spin him around. This is the trophy as well. So might as well start getting some that are just miscellaneous and pointless. And let's see. There you go. All right, so this right here, all I do is I just walk down this gate, literally the whole gate. You don't have to crawl really too much. There's a guy right here, but he turns around in a minute. I don't know why he's looking that way. I'm gonna let him see me and just run away from him. No, I messed this whole thing up. So this is the route, but I should have saved it before I started. We're gonna die real quick just to see if I can redo that real quick. Shoot, boys. So that route right there that I took was the right route. I just got caught at the end there. Shoots. They're unloading on me, dude. I got a lot of health, man. Forgot what it's like to play on normal. All right, let's do that route again. So off through the gate, get to there, and then stop. There's gonna be player watching there, and then you just go into the Sokolov mission. That's this whole thing is done, and I can do this in 5 minutes. Everything I just did. So normally I throw grenades and stuff to pull them away so I can run. I'm gonna walk it off this time. Whoa.
I think I saw something.
Oh no.
Huh. Guess I'm seeing things.
Here we go. Do it again. He sees me from behind, but by the time he gets to me, I'm gone. Something through here. Try a different format. Did I go this way?
There's nobody here. There's nobody here.
He's gonna come back, actually. I can shoot him. If I really wanted to. Come on, buddy. Turn around. There you go. You serious? I've been doing this wrong anyways. So if I get over here, he can see me doing this whole thing. Listen, we gotta go ham on these guys. There's a shotgun over here. Pull this bad boy out. Just be menace. Anyway, you get some of the idea. Should be a better player and not do this, but we're gonna do this for the hell of it. You ruined it. Come on over, fellas. Anybody that walks in my path is catching a shotgun blast. Is there a guy above? Sorry about that, buddy. You asked for it. That's terrible. What type of player am I? It's never my style, by the way. All right, here we go. I gotta wait for the... But that is the run. For the most part. Hey, why can't I... There it is. Right behind the wall.
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
I'm gonna let this play through, guys.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The rescue mission begins. We're skipping all the proper talk. We do want to watch this. My favorite character in the whole series, Ocelot, becoming who he is because his meeting with Snake throughout this game. You know, we saw him as he was an older man, but watching him here was the most phenomenal because it just showcased how he was molded into the character that he became. So it's pretty awesome. And we all have those evolutions and those changes. Yeah. One of the iconic
Freeze!
QC to the rescue.
So this is the legendary boss. Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
It's a madman, if you ask me.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Here it is.
GRU operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then
Die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Very cool.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
you filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
My favorite right here. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Have that as my alert for when people follow me. Now you know where I got it from. Straight from this game. Soundbite. All right, that is it for today. This is such a very short stream, and I'm so sorry. I'll be back for more, maybe even tonight. I'm gonna take care of some stuff, and I'll be
Major,
back.
do
I
you
hope
read
y'all
me?
enjoyed it.
I
It
read
was a
you.
fun ride. Very, very great time playing through this. Checking the content out actually was the main thing that is special. A lot of good content here. I mean, I got all holidays to do all this. I'm gonna have to platinum a couple of these for the holidays. I think I can easily get through the main 3. Honestly, the older ones I would have to do later, but I can do those. Those seem very easy. Easiest one. But I can, the ones I get excited for are the original 3. So yeah, but I appreciate y'all. We'll be back for more very soon. Y'all take care of yourselves. Stay blessed.